Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, this has been interesting. I was reading up on the DNC and the events that were happening tonight. I'm recording this. It's 5:20 p.m. Pacific time. It looks like the Obamas are talking tonight. That'll be interesting TV. Reading this Yahoo article, though, and I don't know who they're quoting on it here, but it sounds like Kamala Harris and the Democrats have figured out that the national convention doesn't need to be dry. For instance, they're talking about the 57 states and territories delegations casting their votes one by one. It's called the convention roll call, and it usually makes for rather boring television. This time, however, they're going to bring a DJ on the stage with music, lights, and surprise guests. The vibe, the planners say, will be that of a celebration before the primetime speakers take the stage. And I want to say it was Susan Lin that was saying this, is that the Democrats were going to look at the Democratic National Convention and change the vibe. It may not have been Susan Lin, but that's what I'm thinking it was, because I've listened to her a lot recently. But one of the intuitives that we all watch has been saying this, and that they were going to make it more like a party, more like a celebration, more of an event. Get people jazzed up, get them excited, get them riled up. I don't know if I'd call it the Academy Awards or something like that, but, the Academy Awards could be really boring, but it's not. And people look forward to that. And I think the Democrats are starting to figure out that they can make this exciting and build on all that momentum and excitement that's following the Harris-Walz campaign right now. There are rumors that there's a big musical guest that's going to be coming, and there's debates whether it's Beyonce or Taylor Swift. So you got that to look forward to. The thing I want to talk about, and again, this is going to be for entertainment purposes only. I'm just reading tarot cards, asking questions, throwing tarot cards, and trying to get together a story and give you insight behind this. So again, entertainment purposes only. I hope you find these readings insightful. The guests that they had, now these are not the top tier guests. These are other folks, but one of the most amazing things I read in here was that former White House press secretary Stephanie Grisham. She was the press secretary for Trump when January 6th happened. She spoke at the DNC today, and she said, and mind you, it's Tuesday as I record this, "I wasn't just a Trump supporter, I was a true believer." She went on to describe how Trump privately mocked his supporters as, quote, basement dwellers, unquote, and boasted about telling lies. Quote, "Say it enough and people will believe you." That's what Grisham said Trump told her. She resigned on January 6th. She ending in this article, says, "Now here I am behind a podium advocating for a Democrat. And that's because I love my country more than my party. Kamala Harris tells the truth. She respects the American people, and she has my vote." They also had a Trump supporter who voted for Trump a couple of times, was a construction worker, basically said, "I saw Trump's tariff actions go into effect. I saw how much it increased construction workers' expenses." And he says, "I'm no Democrat, or I'm no liberal, but I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris because I know she's going to try and address inflation where Trump is going to make it worse." So they've got, people that have compelling stories to tell. But Stephanie Grisham, spilling the tea. That's the one I want to focus on here. Salacious, gossipy. Known for my lovely Lena Rodriguez. This definitely falls into the gossip, more gossip as opposed to too much news. So let's look at the energy around Stephanie Grisham sharing that Trump refers to his supporters as basement dwellers. That's brutal. That is a brutal takedown. All right, as I said, entertainment purposes only. Let's have a little fun with this. Foundation of the reading is an upside down deck, of course. I put my cards in right way, so if this card comes up upside down, it means the bottom of the deck is upside down. Notice the death card underneath the Hillbilly Brawl. What's the energy around Stephanie Grisham telling folks that Trump refers to his supporters as basement dwellers? We have the Chariot. It's major arcana. It's about moving forward. Just rolling forward. There's no stopping the Trump train here. It could also be the low energy is things that are spinning out of control. That can also describe the Trump train. Queen of Pentacles. Finding values for things. And then you've got the Drunken Hillbilly Brawl card, the Five of Wands underneath. I think for Stephanie Grisham coming out and telling folks plainly what Trump says about his supporters and how she cares for country over party is bringing a lot of energy to the floor. For Trump, this is going to take the Trump train and start spinning it out of control because this woman's let one of his little secrets, one of his dirty little secrets out of the bag. Actually, two of them. One is how he demeans his supporters, but the second is the Trump tried and true, just keep repeating the same lie over and over again until it's the truth. His supporters will still be his supporters, and I'm sure they will be very upset with what Stephanie Grisham said, but I think what she said is going to stick with some of these folks. How could it not? When you get the combination of referring to the MAGAs as weird and hearing that Trump's calling people basement dwellers, it may not take much again for John Farmer and Mary, his wife, to go to a Trump rally, see the woman wearing a gold diaper and a guy wearing real men wear diapers, and that basement dweller comment's going to be circulating in their mind, and they're going to look at those two and think, yeah, about that. It's not us, we're good, hard-working American patriots. Those guys, though, they're weird. They might be basement dwellers. Again, give them a good 20-foot radius when you walk by. Okay, this is focusing here, David. This is going to be about the energy around Stephanie Grisham revealing Trump's secrets. In the past, you got the Six of Swords. Stephanie Grisham left when you had the turmoil of January 6th. And Trump doing nothing to stop it. If anything, he did his actions up to it led to it. Oh my gosh, we got a layered reading here. Stephanie Grisham saw all the actions Trump was doing leading up to January 6th. And that's when she had to make her decision. It's too bad she left after the brawl, after the insurrection, but she did leave. That's better than some of the folks in Trump's orbit. Current situation is the Ten of Swords. Her revealing this information, not only is she moving away from MAGA, and MAGA won't take her back for saying bad things about Trump, but this is just another sword into Donald Trump's back. I'm a little bit surprised it wasn't the Three of Swords, but we're asking about the general energy. We're not asking about how Donald Trump feels about it. That's the next question. That would probably be a betrayal card. But this is just another sword in Donald Trump's back. It's another thing to take him down because it shows how we've long suspected he thought about his supporters. She's not the first person to say this. Multiple people have said it. I believe Michael Cohen has probably said it the loudest. But, Linda G often shares on her broadcasts about, Trump. The story she shares is the one that she heard about, folks supporting Trump when he got his indictments, protesting in Mar-a-Lago, asking if they could use the bathrooms. They were told, heck no, get out of here. You're not using our bathrooms. That's exactly the vibe that Trump has. Overarching energy is the Three of Cups. Just more tea being spilt. Tea is being spilt. More tea is being spilt. The Trump train is losing control and is starting to spin. And speaking of spinning, you got the spinning wheel of fortune. Give the wheel a big spin. Where's Pat Sajak when you need him? Oh, wait, he retired. There's more of this coming. Or I should say, it's amazing how much stuff Trump has done that's been kept under wraps. But you can't say this stuff all the time without it getting out. And now it's starting to get out, and it's getting out on a national platform for people to see. Trump doesn't want his supporters to think that. I'm sure he'll have some tweets or some truths, if you will, about Stephanie Grisham being a failed communications director, worst one ever. She was DEI hire, whatever insults. He barely knew her, whatever insults he wants to throw out there. I love my supporters. I would never refer to them as basement dwellers. But you know what? His supporters kind of know. They kind of know. Outcome is the Knight of Cups. She'll be painted as a false friend, as fake. But it's really Trump that is coming out of here with this Ten of Swords as being the person who's fake. The guy with the fake tan, the guy with the fake teeth, the guy with the fake lifts, the fake height because of the lifts in his shoes, the guy with the fake 239 pounds or less weight, more like 215 as Ronnie Jackson would report it. The guy with the businesses that all lose money, but he claims to be really wealthy. The guy who gives his platinum cufflinks to somebody as a gift, and when the guy goes to insure him, he finds out they're pewter. Fake, fake, fake. The guy with the gold-plated toilets. Fake, fake, fake. Everything with this guy is fake. He is a Knight of Cups. He's a shyster. He's a flim-flam man. This is coming out. It's funny. It's not going to... I don't know if there will be a break in the dam that will finally just go spilling forward with people just being disgusted with Trump. But I think it's just been... It's more like the toilet with a ghost in it. The toilet that has... The seal is slowly leaking water and occasionally starts filling up in the middle of the night. Wakes you up because the toilet's filling up for 10 or 15 seconds and... Well, nobody's gone to the bathroom. It's just, they call it the ghost, but it's really just a leak in the seal. It's kind of like that. He's just losing people. And his own actions at the National Association of Black Journalists. That didn't get him any votes. Just all his attacks are just, he's chasing people away. Chased away the libertarians. He needs those votes. He needs the votes from black voters. He's not going to get those either. Now going after Taylor Swift. He's not going to get those votes. Okay. So, how will this impact Trump supporters? What's the energy around Trump supporters? Finding out that he refers to them as basement dwellers. The Empress. High energy? He'll take care of us. He does everything to take care of us. Low energy? What a lazy, entitled SOB. King of Swords. Oh, there's the Trump train. Nine of Wands. Four of Coins. Holding things together. Trying to hold on to your values. Hold on to your identity. Trump has painted himself as their savior. He can fix everything and take care of them. He's made that his identity to these people, and they're trying desperately to hold on to it. Here's the problem, though. When everything's going well, Trump can sell this myth, and the Trump train blasts forward. However, what's happening here is that people are challenging the mythology of the Empress and telling you the cold, hard truth of what he's saying behind the scenes. And these folks are hearing it more and more. It's kind of like they're still standing guard. They're injured. And how many insults can you hurl at this guy before he leaves his post? They're holding on, but you've got to imagine some are letting go. When they hear that he refers to them as basement dwellers or something along those lines, that's going to hit. They may not want to believe it, but some with some functioning brain cells and logical circuits are going to say Stephanie Grisham was his communications director, for God's sake. This is not somebody he can deny that he knew. He was press secretary. And she absolutely was a Trumper. And she's telling him what's happening behind there. Some people will wake up to that. It's just going to hurt. And it might be something that they kind of believe about themselves that they don't want to acknowledge. Maybe one of the reasons why they like Trump, it's like, he seems to have values similar to them, but he's really wealthy. And maybe if you support Trump, then that can happen for you too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like wanting somebody to succeed because it makes it feel like you can succeed. Because in your heart, maybe you think you're a basement dweller. Or that basement dweller name resonates with you, and other wealthy, powerful people have referred to you as a basement dweller, and you bury that. Okay, now for the $1 million question: how is Trump going to handle Stephanie Grisham referring to his basically spilling the tea on him, basement dwellers, and how to repeat the lie over and over again? How's Trump going to react to that? The Hierophant. He's going to go to... Okay, let's see. Is this... I'll do a bigger reading on this one as opposed to 4 cards. The Lovers and the Walking Away. Okay. He's going to say, when I was president, I gave this woman a chance and nobody else would give her a chance. And now she's betrayed me. I barely know this woman, that type of thing. But it's one of those things where, when he was in government, she was right there with him. This is the opposite of the Devil card. She was right there with him, working with him every day, carrying his message to folks. And now there's an emotional leaving, an emotional walking away. There's that 4 of Coins in the past. Current situation is 4 of Wands. Overarching energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Cups. Outcome is the King of Cups. What's Trump thinking about this? I still, I think what he's thinking about this was he's looking at it from his perspective. I was in charge. I gave her the big chance. Nobody knew who this person was. I thought I could trust her. I thought I could trust her with my valuable secrets. But here she is going out and blabbing it to the Democrats. These are big, whereas each of these is like a secret of the mind, a secret of the heart, a secret of the actions that you do. This, to him, was a big deal because you're going after his craziest of supporters in the MAGA folks. He relies on these people to give him money. And expect a strong emotional, maybe not emotionally mature, but an emotional response from Trump. It's going to be like the breakup text type of thing where he's spilling he's going to spew some nastiness about her. I don't think he's going to ignore this. That's kind of not Trump's style. Like a duck letting some water roll off his back. Yeah, that doesn't describe Trump even a little bit, does it? Okay. Will this have little 4-carder? Will this have an impact on some of the Republican voters? If so, how does that look? It's funny because the calling them basement dwellers is sort of like the clickbaity title, but really it's the saying about you just repeat the lies enough and people will believe you. That's really his undoing. That's the big secret he doesn't want out there. Because if it's like a magician doing a card trick. If you know how the card trick works, it kind of takes the mystery off of it. It takes the luster off of it. You can't let them know how you do something. How's this going to impact those voters? Okay, we got the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Coins, the Childless Cat Ladies, the 2 of Cups, and the Strength card. For some of the true believers, they're just... It's like Trump was their identity, and, you know, everything that he said they believed. For a lot of them, you know, working on things new. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are going to happen here. People with family that they love, that have had that one person who's been trying to reach out to them, you know, come on, he's lying to you. What is it that you don't believe? It's like, why don't you understand he's lying to you? That one person who's kind of been pushing, when Stephanie Grisham says this and they hear it, they might just say, you know what, I'm gonna pull up my chips here and maybe try and have a nice Thanksgiving again for the first time in 8 years. That type of thing. There might be some people that just like, just their shoulders drop, and like the construction worker, they might just want to have a nice Thanksgiving. I think the other thing here with this blue, with the 2 of Cups with the blue and the red folks here, is that this Democratic National Convention has Republicans talking at it. A lot of Republicans are talking at it and giving their endorsements. And that's going to resonate with people. Stephanie Grisham saying she's putting her country over party. You know, Trump's former spokesperson, you know, his press secretary, excuse me, I keep getting the title wrong. That's going to resonate with some people. It doesn't have to be, you know, 20% of the Trump supporters. It just could be a couple percent. You know, you just slough them off here or there and get them out of the Trump spell enough to either not vote for him or, better yet, vote for a blue up and down the ticket. These things are causing damage. With that 10 of Swords, that's probably the highlight card of this whole reading, is that 10 of Swords. It's not going to be one fatal blow. It's going to be, you know, death by 1,000 cuts. And this is just another cut in that 10,000 or that 1,000 cuts. That's going to take him down. And it's another woman taking him down. So we'll leave it here. There's more DNC that's going to happen. I want to catch the Obamas tonight. That ought to be fun. So I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one, and take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.